Okay, the first thing for on this paper is lines with zero slope. Okay, right, horizontal. Okay, horizontal lines go left and right. Okay, 5 lines with undefined slope. I want you to write vertical. Vertical lines have undefined slope. Those go up and down. Okay. All right. So first, let's deal with these horizontal lines. I'm going to do a sample picture here. I want 5 horizontal lines, and let's go ahead and label all these y equals, because horizontal lines all go y equals. Okay. So I need a horizontal line, and I want to name it, number it 21. Okay. So let's look here on this picture that I have. Here is a horizontal line. I want to number this one 21. So number it and circle it on your picture. All right, so line 21, the equation is y equals, and if I follow this line here, it goes to y equals 12. Okay, so y equals 12 for number 21. All right, I'm going to do another one. I see another one right here. Here's another horizontal line. So I'll call this one 22. Okay, because the horizontal lines, the ones that go left to right, okay, are numbers 21 through 22. So I'm going to do that one as 22. And for being number 22, y equals, this one I see there above it, there's an 8. Okay, so y equals, for line 22, right below it is 7. Okay, so this one's y equals 7, right? There's the 8, right below it is 7. So y equals 7. Okay, so you're going to do that for 3 more lines, okay, and number them 23, 24, and 25 for the horizontal lines. Now for the vertical lines, the lines going straight up and down, okay? So on my picture here, I'm going to find one that goes straight up and down. Here's one. Okay, so I'm going to number the vertical lines. I'm going to number those 26 through 30. Okay, so the first vertical line I see, I'm going to number it 26. Okay, so that vertical line right there, it is x equals, I'm going to follow that there, and it says x equals -9. Okay, x equals a -9. It went all the way down. If I extend it all the way down, it hits -9 on the x-axis. So for these vertical lines, I want you to go ahead and put x equals for all of them. Those cross the x-axis. And again, for number 26, that line that I saw with that balloon, right? X equals -9. Okay, 26, x equals -9. I'll do one more. So you just got to find another vertical line on this one. Here's another vertical line on this picture right here. Okay, so I'll call that 27. If I extend this one out, x equals 2. Okay, so x equals 2, right? There's 1, there's 2. Okay, so x equals 2. So another thing I should have said at the beginning, if you don't have your x and y axes numbered, you need to do that, right? There's the x-axis with all the numbers on it, and there's the y-axis with all the numbers on it, right? 0, 0's in the beginning. Okay, I'm sorry, 0, 0's in the center. Y's going up are the positives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y's going down are the negatives, right? -1, -2, -3, so on and so forth. The x's to the right of the 0 are the positives, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. And to the left of the origin are the negatives, -1, -2, -3, -4, so on and so forth. Okay. All right. The next one, let me get a ruler for this one. All right, the next one you need are, going back to here, are positive slope lines, okay? So positive slope lines, these are all going to be in y equals mx plus b for the rest of these. Y equals mx plus b, okay? And the positive slope lines, left to right, they're going up, Okay, the negative slope lines left to right, they're going down. Okay, so you're going to need 10 of each. All right, let's do the positive ones first. Okay, so if I look on this picture, there is a left to right line that's going up. Okay, so we're going to number those ones that are going up. We're going to number them 1 through 10. Okay, so I'm going to start with number 1. So this picture, this line that I found here, I'm going to go ahead and number it number 1. Okay, and this one, I just kind of estimate the slope. Okay, if it's not on exact points, then just find 2 points. I see a point here and I see a point there. It looks like the rise is 1 box and the run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know you can't see that very well, those boxes, but I'm telling you the rise is right 1. It doesn't rise very much, and the run is 5, 1 over 5. Okay, so for that slope of line number 1, y equals 1 over 5. The slope gets an x with it. And the y-intercept on this one, the y-intercept, you can put, it's between 1 and 2. You can put 1.5, or you can just estimate it. Everything here you can estimate, okay? I'll just put 2. It's a little closer to 2. I could have put 1.5 also, okay? But the y-intercept, it's a little bit closer to that 2 right there. I don't know if you see it. There's a 2 right there, okay? All right, so my y-intercept is 2, so I'll put plus 2. There's my line 1. All right, let's find another one. Let's do 2 and 3. I see another positive slope line right here. I'll call it number 2, and we'll do one more that I need to call number 3. I will say this line right here. Left to right, it is also going up. Okay, so I'll call that one 3. Okay, so first let's deal with 2. Okay, so 2, this line, right, estimate the slope, looks like it's about up, rise is 1, run is 2, 1 over 2. Okay, so for line 2, y equals 1 over 2x, and I extend, let's go ahead and extend this line out to the y-axis. If I extend that line out, there's my line 2. If I extend it out to the y-axis, it looks like it hits the y-axis at -6, right? So y equals 1 over 2x minus 6. All right, let's look at that line 3 that we had here. Here's line 3, okay? And if I need to, I'll extend it out here because I don't see any boxes because there's a lot of writing in that area. So I'll extend it out, and I'll look to see, okay, so there's a point right up there for my line 3, right? And then there's a point there. The slope looks to be about 3 boxes for the rise and 2 boxes for the run. So it looks to be about 3 over 2. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write that. Y equals 3 over 2x. Okay, and then if I extend this line out, notice it goes past the paper. It goes past the edge of the paper, right? Okay, so my y-intercept is way up there. So I'm just going to estimate it. The last number I have in the y-intercept is 23. So I was like 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. The y-intercept is about 29. Okay, so for line 3 equals 3 over 2x plus 29. All right, so you'll do that for positive slope lines. You'll find, 7 more, or all the way up to 10. All right, for negative slope lines, I'll do a couple of these. So I need lines going left to right, going down. So here's a good left to right line that's going down, right? And we're going to number these, right? 11 through 20. So I'm going to start with 11. Okay, so this line right here, left to right, it's going down. So I'm going to put 11. And this one, the rise over run looks to be about 1 over 2. Okay, so 1 over 2, right? There's a point, and there's a point. It looks like rise is 1, the run is 2. Okay, so y equals 1 over 2x. Let's extend that line out. Oh, it's negative. Left to right, it's going down. So don't forget that. Okay, so it's negative 1 over 2x. Okay, so all these slopes should be negative for 11 through 20. And then I extend it out. It looks like it hits the y-axis at negative 6. Okay, so for my line 11, my y-axis, my y-intercept is negative 6, so I'll put minus 6. All right, let's do one more. 12. I'll call this line right here. This is left to right. It's going down, right? I'll call this one 12. Okay, and if I extend this one out, let's look for the rise over run. This one looks to be about 2. The rise looks to be about 2, right? 2 over 3. Right? The rise 2 boxes, the run 3 boxes. So 2 over 3, right? So y equals negative 2 over 3x. And for my line 12, let's go back to the y-axis. It hits the y-axis. It looks like around negative 2, right? It's close enough to negative 2 that I'm just going to put negative 2. So minus 2. Okay, and maybe let's do one more. If I do one more, maybe let's do this one. Okay, so number 13. This one, the rise over run, looks to be about negative 1 over 3 for line 13. Okay, so y equals negative 1 over 3. Put an x with it. And then my y-axis, where it hits at the y-axis, there's 8. There's that 8 again, right? So about 7. It hits about 7. It hits about positive 7. Okay, so plus 7. Right, positive because it's above the it's above the y-axis. It hit about right there, about plus 7. So plus 7. Okay, and so the negative slope lines, you're going to keep doing that. You need 10 of them. You number them 11 through 20.